Well, hello, my fellow friends, my fellow viewers, and ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to Minecraft Creative Cribs, episode 13, and I hope you guys have missed me, and you've missed the series a little bit. It's only been about 3 days or so, but 3 days is a long time not checking in with you guys. But I hope everybody's doing pretty good. Now, this video may look familiar, especially at the beginning, and some parts of this. If you didn't see, I made like a little Minecraft Machinima thing, which was basically a video on a guy in the past. He was kind of like a hunter, and he actually stumbled upon a time portal, and he went through that time portal and ended up here, which is pretty much the future. And I got the idea when I actually joined this world and did Creative Cribs, just for the fact that everything looked so futuristic and everything was just awesome, and it was just astonishing. I really had a lot of eye orgasms in my... Stop it. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. And right now it's like, what we're in now is like a time lapse kind of a thing. I'm not really sure, so don't quote me on every single thing as far as that I go through, because I may not say everything 100% right. So your best bet would possibly be to talk to the guy and actually join the world. But overall, it's amazing. Now, you may recognize Comic from, I think, the regular Crib series, which was a long time ago. I think he was one of the last episodes of Minecraft regular Cribs, and he had an amazing world without the 1.8.2 update, and it was just like, wow. So this is kind of something he did with creative mode, which I think is awesome, and it's just really beast. He had a couple friends help him, but overall he did a lot of the structures, and like that just looks amazing. And that's where that robot was in the Machinima. If you didn't see, I'll try to link a video in the description if you guys want to check it out. There's a statue over there which I will talk about at the end of the video. Gosh, it's all the way at the end of the video. So if you want to skip to the end and then come back, you can do so. But remember, you have to come back to me, please. But my day is going pretty good, and I've really been sleeping all day. You know, Christmas is actually the 25th or 23rd. Well, damn, the world ends in like 6 or 7 days. Well, supposedly. So I gotta get as much Minecraft Cribs up as I can, just so you guys can have all this. I don't know, maybe this can like save your life or something. Save my life. Save the world. So the whole joining the world thing has been going really good, for the most part, and everything has just been great on that aspect. I've been trying to get these episodes up faster, for the point that when I did Minecraft Cribs, I was getting way too backed up, and I told myself I would not do that again, just for the fact that, you know, I was giving people dates and I wasn't really sticking with those dates, so I had to kind of just slow it down a tad bit, and just to kind of keep up with myself. And that's one thing I thought I always overestimate sometimes, but overall this map looks so amazing, and it was just absolutely great. As you can see that view there, a lot of stuff had to do with time and all that different thing. He usually splits up his world in like elements sometimes. Well, he did that I think in the last Crib series or so. And over here is like Chinatown, where it's like Japan almost, but I don't know, it just looks really epic if you ask me. So we're gonna take a look at this. Let's go in there. But yeah, Christmas is coming up, like I was saying, and I don't really know. I always have trouble getting gifts because I feel like, I don't know, it's just, I hate Christmas shopping for Christmas. I always wait till the last minute, and I never really know what to get fully. It's just one of those things that I just don't really like doing anymore. And the older you get, I feel like Christmas gets so overrated. I think when you stop believing in Santa, Christmas is over. No, I'm just joking. But it's just, I don't know, especially people that have jobs, and like my older brother, he has kids, and it's like, I'm not getting my older brother anything. Your kids are gonna get something. So I mean, I know he's probably looking at me like, hey man, you didn't get me anything, and I'm just like, no. And it's just, I don't know, Christmas it's like one of the most stressful times of the year, just because I think a lot of people are paying, you know, presents and gifts and doing things from the heart, but not really realizing that life goes on with bills, and which bills suck. If you can avoid bills, guys, avoid bills by all means. Live with your parents as long as you can. No, don't do that, but save. It feels so good to be out on your own, of course, but the responsibility that comes with it just blows. And it's just something that one of the many aspects of life that I guess we have to deal with. So as you can see, I'm rocking my, he looks like a China king or something, my skin. I don't know the skin of that, but he definitely represents what I'm going through right now. So that's a look at these structures. Looks super good. And I know his little brother did some of these. Not really, no, I take that back. Not some of these, but I know his brother helped him on some of the world. And his brother didn't really build before, and then when, I guess he got better at it, which is like amazing. And sometimes I try to come back and check in on you guys. Sometimes if I record your cribs, and especially if I keep you at it, that's another thing that's like really hard to do, is keep people at it. Just because I have so many people, so many requests, so many cribs that I have to record, and holy crap, that looks so good. So many cribs that I have to record. It's kind of tough to just keep everybody on my friends list. I can't do it. And if I remove you, if you're on my friends list and I remove you, I promise with all my heart and intentions, it's no hard feelings. I don't, a lot of people take that personal, but it's just, the same way you got on my friends list, somebody else needs to get on my friends list. To say that in the most non-bluntish way. And don't ask me how I come up with these words. I just do. And here's like a little, I think his friend was attempting to build something. I think his friend built this over here too as well. Kind of like trying to get the whole China feeling, China walk. And that looks pretty awesome. But everything looked really good. And like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I do appreciate everybody that comes over to actually check out the Minecraft Creative Crib series. And also, try to participate in. I really want to get to everybody. I'm trying to get to everybody. But again, it's tough. I'm one person. And trying to get to everybody is kind of a hassle. And, being that I work full time, I work out, other stuff like that. Sometimes it can be a nuisance, which I have no idea what that word means right now, but it just honestly felt like the right word to say. So don't quote me on that. But sometimes I feel, the need to try to get that stuff done too, just because I do, you gotta live life too. You gotta have to balance the two out. But overall, I've been putting a lot of time into the series, you guys, especially joining worlds. Joining worlds is not easy. Trying to catch you online isn't easy. Different time zones. I'm Eastern time, if you're ever wondering what time I will be, especially if you're in the UK. Usually some people in the UK are like 5 hours ahead of me, so if it's 1 o'clock p.m. here, it is like 6 o'clock p.m. there, so some days I may get up at 3, and it may be like super late for you, and you have to get up and go to school, so I miss you that day, and it's a tough process. Time zones really cause a lot of problems. What if the world was on one time zone? How awkward would that be? Maybe the world wouldn't be so, I don't know, energetic, because everybody would be asleep at one time, and I don't really know how that would work, so I'm just going to drop it there. And he has a bunch of stuff in here. I look at the ceiling up there, if you didn't really get a look at it. We're actually going to go up there. He also had a Hunger Games in here too, which was sweet. And I am super sore right now. On the side note, I actually was wrestling, and I was wrestling with my friend. He's about 6'4", maybe like 190, and it was just, I'm like 203, believe it or not. I'm like 6'2", 203, and I think the 203 comes from my gymnast and my working out. I don't know, maybe I should come up with a dictionary with these words I say sometimes. It's just really, I really have to catch myself. But it's just, I get caught up in the moment, and I don't know. I love donuts. That was just really awkward. But we were wrestling, and I am very sore. I don't eat donuts, by the way. But I was very sore. Like the next day, my whole neck is hurting. My arms are hurting. My back, everything. I was just really beat up, man. It took so much energy out of me, but I won. I did win. He kept saying he could beat me in wrestling, which is like asking, I don't know, a dragon you can beat him in a fire-breathing contest. No, you can't. You can't do that, you silly goose. You cannot beat a dragon in a fire-breathing contest because he is a dragon and he breathes fire on a regular day basis. Anyway, anywho, so I actually won that. We won about 3 times and for like an hour, and I was just beat, so beat. But I had a lot of fun. I haven't wrestled since I was like a kid, and I don't know. It's always good to have fun sometimes. You do want to have that. But right now, I'm actually going to get ready to go up top here, which we'll take a look at. And if you notice some of the scenes cut, we had to actually go to sleep sometimes because it, going through the world, it does turn nighttime pretty fast, especially when you're like caught up in the moment doing things, and especially when you're like having a lot to look at. When you're looking at a lot, you look up one more time and it's like nighttime, and you're like, wow, it's like pitch black. We need to go to sleep, and we need to get this recorded in the daytime. So we're gonna look up here and actually see what this looks like. Looks super amazing. And ironically, I'm having to do this on my laptop, which is really bugging me. So sorry if I'm a little late on certain things as far as in the video, just because my laptop isn't bad. I've always done the cribs, and when I think about it, I don't know how I did it on my laptop, because for some reason I bought well, okay, I'll start off from the beginning. And here's the Hunger Games thing, which he added some really nice features to the Hunger Games, which I thought was super awesome, which we're going to actually see. So we would start off there, and we would go up this water elevator. And I really wish we had like a bunch of people in the game, like 24. That would be too crazy. So we would go over here, and this is something unique that it has. It says if you eat, or you have to eat the rotten flesh in order to take the item, basically. So you have to eat the 2 rotten flesh just to take that iron sword. So that's pretty cool. I think you just can't take the iron sword. You have to eat the rotten flesh. So therefore, you would be killing yourself, but you're kind of like sacrificing. Either you want the weapon or you want to die, possibly die. So it's kind of tough. So maybe if you had some food or something, you could kind of work something out. But if not, then I guess you're just SOH. That's what it is. No, SOL. Wait. Alright, SOL. I didn't say SOH. So then once you do that, you would get your stuff from your chest, and you would actually go down here. Hopefully you wouldn't do a epic fail like I would do, just because it just always happened to me. Maybe because I talk about it a lot. But you would come down this waterfall, and actually you would be in the Hunger Games scene thing here. And that's where you would get all the action going, which looks super great. I'm going to do a little fly through here. And I really wish you could climb vines. Hopefully they'll bring that in the next update. They haven't actually mentioned it, but I'm hoping they will. They've mentioned some key additions to stuff, but nothing like, little side additions like climbing vines. And he made some spider webs here to actually look like, cobwebs to actually look like barbed wire, which I thought was really nice. And I like how the vines are going over those things there, but hopefully we'll be able to climb vines. That'd be super sweet. And hopefully we won't have to wait till, title update number 8. Or maybe they'll bring out like another bug fix after. Well, they will definitely have a bug fix after they release 1.0.1. And if you don't know what's in 1.0.1, it's pretty much brewing potions, animal breeding, enchantment table, experience points, all that good stuff, which we will be getting. Mushroom biome too, I believe. And nether fortresses, a new tutorial world. Everything's going to be pretty sweet. If I remember, I will try to link a video. But also, I have a video on it talking about the next features for it and the features that's not going to be in it. Well, that we know of for now, that will be in the next update. So, let's go across here and see what's in here. There's like a little bar stool thingy. And I actually lost him, I think. Where are you? I have no idea. But there's something, this is really unique that I thought, that I've never seen this before. It's actually balloons. And as you can see, put different color wool there with some cobweb and some glowstone, and those are like balloons floating in the air, and I thought that was really unique, and he really wanted me to point that out in this video, and it was great. I've never seen that before, and it was very well done. I think it was a good idea. I'm always down for like good ideas, especially that you guys put in the crib series. It's like, man, how the heck did you think of that? And I'm always getting amazed by everything I see from you guys, and I do want to say, like, you guys rock, and you guys are the best, and it's just ridiculous, like, some of the things I see. But there's a little bit of rules, too, I want to talk about as far as the Creative Crib series, and it's what I want you guys to kind of consider. Not consider, but keep in mind. Now, if you have a world that you feel like can be up on the Creative Crib series, by all means, send me a message. I'm not saying your world has to be better than this one, or better than another episode that you've seen in the Minecraft Creative Crib series. I want you guys to put some effort into it. I'm not saying you guys don't put effort into it, but if you have a world that you've been working on, or that some stuff that's not finished, I can understand some things not being finished. We all know those pesky ideas that come up in Minecraft where we're building something, then we kind of get sidetracked and build something else, then we get sidetracked again and build something else, and it's like we forgot some stuff. We didn't necessarily finish one thing, but we got more into something else and finished that. But, you know, I've joined worlds, and, you know, I get walked through it, and everything is unfinished. And I don't want to bring that to you guys, just to be fair. Because I don't want to bring you guys an unfinished world when I have people that have finished worlds that's actually waiting to get on the series. And that's all I really want to get the point across. It's just I'm trying to be fair about certain things. And that's a pretty nice tree, I believe his friend made, which was awesome if you got to look at that. And right now we're going to actually go over here now. He did actually make it in Game & Lemon's top 5 series that he has going. I believe his world and his airport. Not really sure. I think he came in like 2nd place, which isn't too bad. He's a really cool guy. And right now, this is another awesome building, which looks super sweet. So you will hit that switch, the gravel will go down, and you can walk through it. And you will hit the switch again, and the gravel will come down and actually block off you coming inside. Now, if it filled all the way up, that would be super awesome, like a huge gravel wall. But I'm in creative mode. You can't stop me. So, so you don't want to do that in creative mode. So I would press this again, and it will drop that. And that looks really awesome. I thought that was really nice, and that was a good thing there. So now we're in here. Not really sure what this is called again. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff here. I've seen a lot of worlds, and sometimes I forget things. I'm not perfect, nor am I an elephant, and I don't remember everything. If you don't know what I meant by that, elephants, they say elephants don't forget, or I don't know. How would they even know? But I have seen some, like, animal videos where like an elephant would just attack somebody. And, you know, elephants really don't attack people, so maybe he like remembered when he was a baby and the animal masked the zookeeper like treated him bad or something weird and just, I don't know, pummeled him to death. I don't know what made me start talking about elephants, so let's follow him to here. Like the red carpet, here's like a library here, which looks nice. Love the little things on top of the library, which are really like lights. Like they look like medieval lights to me, but they look really like candles, like the candle things, and that looks super sweet. Get that reading going on. And there's a lunch table there that we would eat at. And let's drop down. And let's go over here. But as far as the statues, they were awesome. They're actually organic statues, if you're wondering. If you've thought about them and like saying, oh, I can't wait to see the statues at the end of the video. Or if you're the person that skipped to the end of the video, I welcome you back for what I talked about. And there's a lot of animals in here. I don't think I kill any animals. I think so. Do not quote me on that because, you know, I have a tendency to kill animals in every single episode of Minecraft Creative Cribs. Nice little ceiling there. Almost looks like a huge chandelier kind of a thing. Kitchen. Gotta love the kitchen. Without the kitchen, I don't know, there wouldn't be a house. And there's some cookies and I believe that's cake, but nothing came out. My luck wasn't really that good on this map. Also in the airport too. He has an airport, which was really sweet, if I didn't mention that. He had some stuff in there, and I didn't actually get it, just for the fact that it wasn't working. And here's raw fish, a bunch of raw chicken, cooked chicken, or does that say raw chicken and raw pork? Yeah. But, oh yeah, back on the note of me using my laptop, which is like, it pisses me off. Not really pisses me off, but like I said, I don't know how I did it. So I bought an 8 gig USB stick, and I don't think I said this. I don't want to tell you guys the story twice, but I bought an 8 gig USB stick, and this video may be like an hour or so long, or I think it's like 5 gigs though, overall 5 gigs. And I'm trying to, what I normally do is I record on my laptop, and I drag, you know, the episodes on the USB, then I put it on my desktop. But for some reason today, which has happened twice to me in my life, the episodes that, I don't know, that are the longest, I tend to try to put on the USB. There's 7 point something gigs free on the USB, but yet it will not let me drag the episodes. So I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to do this on my laptop. My laptop's a little slow on render time, a lot slower on render time. I believe my laptop is about 4 gigabytes of RAM, or 8. I want to say 4, to be honest. And my desktop is 16 gigabytes of RAM. So you can kind of get the difference of render time. An hour video may take, you know, 30 minutes on my desktop, but like an hour plus on my laptop. So it's like, oh man, And I really want to get this episode up for you guys today. And that looks super hot. If you don't know what that is, that's actually a sword going into the ground. Oh, super sick. There's another dragon over there. You can actually look at his badunk. And that's the sword there, which looks awesome. There's the other dragon over there. We'll just look at the backside. But thought that was really sweet. And like I said, everything was just so amazing. And it was really great. So now we're going to follow him down here again. And go through here. But live stream the last live stream I did was about a week or two ago. Went really great. Like I said, started off slow, but it picked up, and it was cool. I mean, I really had a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool people in there. There was one guy going like bananas in the comments, like saying some really nasty stuff, and it was just awkward. But I had to actually block him. I don't really block people, but that was ridiculous. If you go there, I'm pretty sure you can see all the comments, and it's just like, oh my god. Oh my god. It's like you want to cover your eyes and your ears when you're reading the comments. And that's how bad it was. But it was nothing like me. It was just like, I don't know, I want to take a donut and I can't even, my mom won't even fathom that far into that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know why I'm talking about donuts too. So I do want to explain what this is here. The man with the last laugh is something. I couldn't really read that, but overall, this was a Resident Evil survival game, I believe, and you would have to actually, read the signs, get the clues, and try to figure out what to do. He didn't tell me what to do, even though I was running around here like a chicken with my head cut off for a little bit. I did actually find out what to do. Now, none of these switches actually did anything, and I'm not going to show everything that we did during it because it was a long process, and to save time, I actually kind of showed you some stuff just to kind of give you guys a gist of it. So if you want to join this game and actually do these things, or maybe I can do a separate video for you guys or something on here, just let me know if you guys want to see that. But I'm trying to go around here and look to see what to do, and I think I stumbled upon it over here, I think, sooner or later, and I'm like, what do I do? Give me a clue. I have no idea. And what I initially thought, it was actually it, and I don't know why I didn't just do it or didn't search, but eventually I do find it. You just have to give me a second. It was really, really unexpected kind of a thing, and there it is. Voila! I would drop down there, and now we're in the next kind of a puzzle maze kind of a thing. Not really maze, but like a puzzle, and there's another sign somewhere. I have to read it though. Don't know where it's at. Something about a man to the right. And I think that was a sign that was actually up there. So I think the man that laughed to the right or something along those lines. So I have to figure out which one it is. I think I picked the wrong one first. And I think it's not that one. For some reason I would think it's, every time I see that now I think of Waldo. That picture for some reason. Maybe it is. Well, I have no idea what that picture is, to be honest. Maybe it is Waldo. I have no idea. I don't even know what Waldo. I have no idea. It's what I think about, and it's definitely not this one. But that would really suck if it was like a trap. If I picked the wrong one, like lava would just pour in the room and just turn into obsidian because the water's there. But I mean, if the water wasn't there, like lava, or I would like unleash like a thing full of Endermen, and they would just kill me. There's a chest there, which I was supposed to take a lever in the chest. Now, there will be lever in the chest, and once you get the lever, you actually use that to open a door. So, they're basically like keys when you think about it. And right now, I don't have anything to open this door. So, henceforth, I should have got the lever out of there. But let's go to the next scene here to kind of give you guys another feeling for some of the things that will be in this whole survival game thing here. So, this says, they say the red water is good, but I don't trust it. Just little things like that. Some of these are really complicated, and some of these are really tricky. But I had a lot of fun. Like I said, it was really fun, and that's that there. So now we're going to go back outside and look at these amazing structures. Here he started building a Gundam Wing, which if you haven't seen Gundam Wing, you are missing out on life, because Gundam Wing is freaking awesome. And I used to watch it as a kid. I used to have the action figures, and if you're not looking at me now where you can't see me, I'm like moving my hands in the action figure format where my right hand's over here, my left hand's over here, and I'm like clashing them together. I used to love playing with action figures, believe it or not. I had a lot of imagination as a kid, like inventions and all that good stuff. Had a lot of fun. When I think about it, it's just like, man, I was like loving life. And I mean, I love life too, but you're really loving life as a kid, and you get to smash Gundams together and play with Dragon Ball Z action figures and all those other good stuff. Watch shows like Johnny Quest, which I thought was really good. A lot of people don't like Johnny Quest. Here's a clock here. Not really sure what he's going to do with that, but I think this is some kind of other games thing going on here. But it looked really great. That would be super amazing if he got it going. He does want to work on some redstone creations, but I thought that looked amazing, and never seen that before either in an episode. But this is some kind of arena or some kind of a game mode he was doing that don't really remember. Like I said, your best bet would be to actually talk to him, and yeah, he would walk you through everything. LC, which is actually Lee Corp, that was the whole thing where we were in and we were doing the Resident Evil thing. It was called Lee Corp, which is a Resident Evil thing, which looked really nice. So I'm going to drop down here and follow him here. Now, this is a museum, which I thought was really nice. Never seen this either. And he basically has a stand of every block in the game. Now, he did want to point out that, you know, a lot of people may say that, you know, we don't have this, we don't have that, but he did want to point out that we do have a lot of blocks, and we have to be thankful for the blocks that we do have, especially, you know, things like that, and things that they've added. They did add a lot of blocks in the game too as well, and we're only going to get more. So, I mean, it's great, and I mean, a few more at least, and it's really great. I really like it a lot, and everything looks good, but this was a really cool museum. I remember going to a museum as a kid, like a bunch of times. I haven't been to the museum in forever, but there's like some tornado thing that actually, like, I don't know, super weird. I don't remember it, but I remember going on field trips were like really awesome, and getting a lunch pack, getting a Lunchable, which I haven't had a Lunchable in like years, but getting a Lunchable was like getting gold to me sometimes. Even though I had them a lot, it was just like, oh man, I want a pizza Lunchable. That was probably like one of my favorite lunch snacks ever, a pizza Lunchable. And I don't know, that was really, I don't know, I was just so into it for some reason. Especially if I got like the big one, like no homo, that's what she said. She didn't say no homo, but she said she wanted the, I'll stop there. So that's the museum here, which looked really great, and I like that a lot. And I've never seen that before, so thumbs up for that. It was super great. And now we're going to actually go back over here, which to the city area. Well, everything pretty much looks like a city when you think about it. And we're going to go into this building. This is the library, which I thought looked really cool. And there's a desk there. And we're going to go back around here. There's a TV, it looks like, back there. And some more buildings. Like the structures in this map were just like amazing. And I think his friend actually built that, and that just looks like, holy crap. Is it gonna like transform into like one of the Transformers and beat me up, or like pick me up and, I don't know, bite my head off, something crazy? But some of these buildings are just like out of this world. Now, I do have a lot of people on the list, not necessarily a list. I do have some people on the list that's actually in the series. I mean, I want to form a list. I think that would be pretty much really organized. But normally I try to record a lot on weekends. I did do some Hunger Games, did do some walls during the week, which wasn't that bad. I think I will start doing that more. I just have to actually wake up a little earlier to kind of catch some people online. I'm not sure if a school break's coming up soon, but if it is, I mean, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to do things like that. Live streaming the Hunger Games can be pretty laggy, so I'm not really sure how I would do that. But what I like to do is, you know, play Hunger Games, kind of not live streaming, because, I don't know, it would just be great that way. And I'm going to start taking it more serious as far as, sometimes when I'm playing like the walls or, you know, Hunger Games, I get caught up in having a lot of fun. And I try to bring you guys to kind of show you guys that. I don't really go into it for like competitiveness, but I'm kind of a competitive person, which I think everybody has a little bit of that. It actually makes you a better person, I think, and it actually makes you kind of want to step your game up, kind of a thing, because you have something to actually go for or go against. I don't really know, but I like to have fun, and I think that's what Minecraft or any video game is about, is having fun. I remember at one point, like doing Call of Duty, and everybody was just so into KD, and oh my god, if you don't have 50 in one gameplay, you suck. Or everybody was just so into the gameplay, and I'm not necessarily. I mean, but you had to be like super amazing, like the extra draws, or like something Hutch. You had to be really, really good, and everybody was taking it so serious instead of having fun with it, and it just got really strict, and which is why I think a lot of like some Call of Duty channels are not really doing it as much. A lot of Call of Duty channels I used to watch, they really stopped making videos, and it's like, wow, this guy had like 90K and he stopped making videos, and it's like, man, I don't really. It's just weird. It's just awkward when you follow somebody on a channel and then they just kind of like fall off and they just stop. Which I pray I never do that to you guys. I do want to keep the videos going. Like I said, my lifetime goal is 100,000 subscribers. I would be set as far as I would be pretty happy. 50,000 was my goal for a long time, but I think 100 was like my real goal. 50 was like the goal that's in my reach, but I think 100 I can see it a little bit, but I have some ways to go. So hopefully you guys will be sticking with me throughout my journey, and I'll bring you guys something awesome for that. As far as the question and answer videos, here's the airport as well. I'm sorry if I'm ranting on about other things. There's American flag here, which has some flags in each airport. I believe he had like 3 sections of the airport or so. I think he had like a British flag and a Swedish flag, I think for Notch, or something along those lines. Not really a pro on my flags, believe it or not. But like I said, I've had a lot of fun, and it's just been really great doing these things like this crib series. And if you guys are with me through my journey, you guys rock, and I really appreciate it. It feels so good to read a comment or a guy's like, I follow you since 10K, man, and you're at 50K. You're doing great, man. I really love your videos. I mean, comments and messages like that honestly make my day. I really want to take about 2 days off work and just actually go through all my comments and reply to as much as I can, just to do that for you guys. I mean, a lot of you guys I have replied to. Sometimes it's tough to reply to you. It's not that I don't want to reply to you or if there's anything against you. It's just, honestly, I get a lot of messages, and I mean, you gotta think, it's really tough. Some people couldn't handle this in my shoes, or in most people's shoes. I mean, it's not like I'm the biggest YouTuber ever, or I'm not like, I get spammed as much as, I'm pretty sure Captain Sparkles gets flooded, or, other people. Everybody, that pretty much does YouTube and really, persistent and, has a good fan base. I mean, it's not necessarily flooded like in a bad way, but people want to talk to that person, and I mean, I understand that. I've been on your side, and I understand, like, which is why I try to open the doors up for you guys and talk to you guys. I do live streams, answer questions, do creative cribs, because I know what it's like to not, to actually message somebody big, or to message somebody with a kind of a decent channel and get no response. I've been on that side forever. I remember when I had my channel when I was like at 1K or so. And, I'm sending messages, not really messages, but, asking somebody that may have like 20K. And I used to think 20K was so much back then, or like 10K was like, oh my god, 10,000. And, which is not bad at all. That's a really good amount, like, seriously. And I didn't get no reply. And I'm like, man, these guys never reply. I did get a few replies from some people, but, it's tough. And that's just something you have to deal with. You just have to be patient. It's not as easy as some people seem. It's always going to be easy on your side of it. So here's the food court here. There's Lee Corp, McDonald's, and here's some steam cooking up there over the furnaces, which looks sweet. Some chests there. Well, they're not really chests. It's the freezer where they keep all their meat. So let's go out here. I had some snow golems making. Now, he did ask me, would the snow golems actually turn into snow golems, when the update comes? Because we will be getting snow golems. And like I said, they protect you. Now, I did use snow golems on, the Minecraft PC version. And it wasn't, they're pretty weak. Not really weak, but, they shoot snowballs. So, it would have to be kind of I don't know, it's tough. It's not really tough, but I put like spiders against snow golems, And that's a little plaything in McDonald's. Like, he made a fun room in McDonald's. But I put snow golems against some spiders, and the spiders, like, demolished all my snow golems. And it was like, man, my snow golems didn't do anything. And it was kind of like, not really pointless, but not pointless, but shooting snowballs at a spider won't do anything. But he'd just get angry and just start biting you, and you would die then. But not really sure what snow golems can kill. I'm pretty sure they can kill, like, I don't even think you can spawn them in the nether, but snow golems do consist of 2 snow blocks and a pumpkin, which I will probably make a video on snow golems soon. Probably the next video that I upload, you guys. So you guys can be on the lookout for that. There's the BO for here for body odor. No, I'm just joking. Let's go. There's some books back there. That's behind the thing. That painting always creeps me out back there. There's a Hardee's, which I'm not a big fan of Hardee's. Every time I ever went to Hardee's, they took forever to bring my food, so I don't go to Hardee's anymore. That's just my personal opinion, and that's just probably the one I went to. I don't really know, but I try not to eat as much fast food as I can. I mean, I don't try to. I did have Five Guys burger for the first time. If you didn't see that, I posted it on Instagram, and the burger looks super amazing. And I like died for like 2 hours after I ate it, and then I came back to life, of course. But it was really good. It was just super expensive, and they gave me way too many fries. Way too many. Like, I'm really, really, like, a big guy. But I think they just do that. It's just something that Five Guys do in the most no homo-ish way ever. So let's go through here. I believe we will be on the airplane, which looks really nice. It almost looks like a private jet. Really nice little chill area here. And here's a cockpit here. And looks super nice. I would take off, but I don't have my flyer's license, so I won't do that, and I won't ruin and crash during the episode of Crib. So I'm gonna leave here after. Well, thanks you. Oops. Did he just trap me in there? Or did he try to trap me in there? See how they do? Man, I have to watch out for you guys. I really haven't got tricked yet in the Crib series, but I've been tricked before. You know, you guys will send me on a wild goose chase only to have me killed, or like send me to a stairway of heaven, and I follow you up the stairway of heaven, which is like at the top of the map, and you push me off. And I'm like, what? That's messed up. So here's another thing I do want to show you guys. On the runway that he had for the airport, he actually had the lights lighting up, which I thought was super uber awesome, and it looks great. I've never seen that before, and it was really, you know, he really had the feeling for the airport, which is why I believe he got selected for the top 5, and I'm so glad he got into that. Gamelin was a good person, and that series is pretty good. So that's that, and, well, not pretty good, pretty damn awesome. And there's a workout there. And some more airplanes there. I like how he has that one inside of there. He also has a fighter jet too, which we will actually see soon too. If I can find him. We were lagging a little bit, and it has a tendency to lag, so whenever I join your game, if it's just me and you at first, it's pretty great. But it would really work best if it was just me and you at first, and then if you wanted to invite people that actually helped you with the world, it's just more easy for me to actually record when it's just me and you. A lot of people are like, oh, can I invite my friends? Can I invite my friends? Nothing against that, but sometimes I may lag, or I just really want to focus on me and you and what you've done in the world, so it can turn out to be a pretty great one. Here's another area of the airport, another airport area, and there's the Sweden flag, Swedish flag, Sweden flag, and there's like ducks outside of my house, like quacking like crazy, believe it or not, because I have like a pond like in my front yard, and there's ducks everywhere that just, I don't know, I can like feed them bread from my window. No, I'm just joking. There's the door there. And before, I actually had him give me lava and a cookie. So if you're wondering in the airport how did I get a cookie in my hand in like one of the scenes, or how I have a cookie in my inbox and a bucket of lava, well, it would be soda and cookies, which are two things I love cookies, but I don't really eat cookies as much. I've been working out super hard, eating really good, so I try to stick with that. One thing I really love to do is work out, and if you're a gamer, you have to work out because you don't want to sit down and game and get super big and just sit there and I don't know, but anyway, actually, like, quote unquote, my girlfriend, she sent me a package today, and it actually came with, she brought me this shirt, and it says, sports are cool, but video games are much better, or something. I'll try to wear that. I will wear this shirt in my next vlog, you guys, and let you guys see it. So if you're watching this video and you actually heard me say that, next vlog you see, I will have it. Be on my ass about it, especially if next vlog it will definitely be. And I have to shout out some animators that, like one of the animators for my channel that he actually, really submits animations. He is awesome, and in the next vlog I will mention him, and you guys can go check out his channel or something along those lines. He's a pretty cool guy, really great, and he's a good animator, which I really enjoy. I really wanted to get into animation. I have Blender on my desktop, but I haven't really used it yet, just for the fact that I've been so busy. And doing animations, I really was into Adobe After Effects, and doing animation just really takes, like making intros, really takes a toll on you as far as time-wise, and it's really something you have to dedicate your time to. There's the Pizza Hut, which I will never ever go to Pizza Hut again. I have a lot of bad food stories. I just realized that after seeing all this. But even though I did go to Pizza Hut too, again. But there was a time where I ordered wings at like 7 o'clock, and they said it would be done in like 45 minutes. So I go up there, and it was actually carry out, which I never do carry out. But I go up there, and my wings aren't done, and it's like 8 something, and I got some pizza from another place, just because Pizza Hut wings are pretty damn awesome. So I was sitting there waiting, and I didn't get my wings till 9 o'clock, and I was about to flip the whole building over with my bare hands. That's how angry I was at Pizza Hut. And I didn't actually talk to the manager and things like that, which I feel like I should have, and got my food free. But the thing was, I had already paid for it, so it was like, don't stress it. I'm off today. I've had a good weekend so far, and I think my family was over my house too as well. Well, like all my brothers, my dad actually came over to my place, and we were all, there's a Japan flag, Nihai, which that's not even a word, I don't believe. I'm sorry. So yeah, everybody was over, so I was really, anticipating on getting all the food on time, and it was just like, man, the lady was like, oh, I can see you're really mad. I can see it on your face. So I'm so sorry. It's coming right up. And it was just like, oh my God. She had no idea what was going through my mind at the time. So right now we're in another airport here. And I don't really get mad. I think getting mad is just honestly not worth the time. Unless like somebody like, does something crazy like, I don't know, I have no idea. Like pours a bucket of water on me while I'm asleep. That would really suck. And I'm glad that never happened to me. I don't think it's ever happened to me. I used to prank a lot of my friends that spent the night over my house, and we used to prank a lot. Like some evil things, like shoot them with BB guns while they're asleep, or like, I don't know, hit them with lotion all the time. It was, I don't know, just things you do as a kid, which is just really fun. I have no idea. But, I've done that a lot, especially like pranking, which is really cool. But like I said, if you didn't see the Minecraft time traveler movie, slash Machinima, be sure to check it out. I will put a link in the description. I'll maybe make this video a video response. It should be like 2 uploads before this one, or 3. But be sure to check it out, you guys. It's really great. And this is another last awesome thing before we get to the dragons. And I go through this run here thing. And he was a big fan of Full Metal Alchemist. And I've watched that show a couple times as a kid. Not really so much. I believe it's on Netflix, which I thought I was going to watch it the other day, but I actually didn't. I think I put on like some Family Guy or something along those lines. And I'm caught up on Vampire Diaries. Well, I will be caught up. I have 2 episodes to watch, and I'm officially caught up on season 4. So let's go up here and get a look at some of this. All of this was just amazing, and it was just like I said, it was just so good, and I just really, my mind was just couldn't really fathom upon that. And I think he's gonna have something to where like water drips down from there. He's gonna have a sword, and he's gonna have water coming down from the sword or something, and it's gonna actually drip down into that hole, and it looks like it's kind of, I don't know, opening the glass or something crazy like that. But it was a very good idea, and everything in here looks great. And it's kind of like the water side of the whole town thing. And I'm so glad that Creative Cribs has turned into this. It's really great, and it feels good to actually get some of you guys worlds out there that actually deserve to be out there. And I was talking to a buddy of mine today, actually. He was in the Minecraft Cribs episode. He was episode 9. He had Amazing World. And he was actually telling me, that inspired him to make a YouTube channel, which I think is great. And I really love that fact. Like, if you're going to make a YouTube channel, make it. I mean, seriously, it's one of the best things ever, if possible. And you never know. I mean, YouTube can be like a gambling game sometimes. It can be really good or it can be really bad, but I feel like if you go into it with good intentions and you feel like it's something you love to do and enjoy doing, go for it. By all means, it's probably going to be one of the best decisions that you may make in your life, if possible. But that pretty much wraps up this episode, you guys. Hope you guys did stick into it. You guys enjoyed my little rant. Sorry if I ranted a lot. But there's like some organic statues of dragons, which I thought looked really cool. Especially this one. That one was freaking beast. So we're going to get another view of that too. We're going to zoom out there and get another view. But overall, like I said, if you did enjoy this episode, feel free to drop the video a like. It's very much appreciated. Be sure to subscribe if you would like to stay up to date with more episodes of Minecraft Creative Cribs and you're looking into joining. So be on the lookout for another live stream coming up soon and some more plans, some more updates, some more news, and all that good stuff. But until the next episode, I will talk to you guys later. Much love, bros. Peace out, and start building your worlds because I may be in there next. Peace.